Hello. Say hello, Ellie.
Hi. Hello, Ellie.
It's been a while. It's been a while because of this. We've built a camper. And we built a camper because we was walking. We've always had a bit of a dream to go here. The lakes.
Ow.
To climb beasts like that. So we've, since his last walk, it's been, 3 or 4 months. We went on holiday for a week, so we had basically a month. We planned to have a month off, but then the next video that's coming up is recorded back in March, I think. And we'll be putting that on because I've been so busy with the Mitzi Beast, as we're starting to call it. The Kimpo camper, as Ellie likes to call it. That I've not had no time to do any walking and no any more Ethels, so we're back on Ethels shortly. But for the meantime, it's lakes, and this is his first weekend away in camper. Got to be the best showering facilities ever. Heated floor, what, 12 showers, plenty of causes, immaculate. LA getting sun creamed up. 34 degrees.
30
Yeah, it's 13 there, it's 34 out here.
Yes.
Absolutely crackers. It's been good this morning, hasn't it, Ellie? A couple of flybys from RAF.
Oh, love it. Typhoons.
Bin wagon. I tell you what, it's a good campsite, isn't it now?
Only because of the typhoons and the showers.
Flipping rate money doing it all up.
And the heated showers.
Only issue we're having here today, I've phoned up this Beauty and the Beast. Love it, but it keeps going down. It was really windy last night, and we've got a faulty one. The seam in this bottom corner here is open, so it's leaking air. Good for Norwich camping though. They've sent me a new bladder, which is probably 50% of bleeding tent for nothing. So
Dad,
yeah, all good.
there's little holes in it.
It's your hairs, Ellie. Anyway, Ellie's getting creamed up, and then we're going to go walk into Keswick to get some more supplies.
I like it.
Nearest shop is 2 miles away.
And we're going on my scooter.
Squidding. So, team, we're on a walk into Keswick, past Stone Rig, Stone Circle. Ellie's brought an electric scooter for doing this shopping run. Because with weather being like it, oh hey, look at this bad boy. With weather being like it is, we're destroying the water supplies and juice and things like that. So we need to get some more. It's a steady 3 mile there, 3 mile back, I think, 2.5, 3 mile. So scooters come in handy, so you can carry all weight back. Because at 34 degrees, it's mental. Hey up, lads. Some
Did you see the farmer?
Have you? I did as well. So this is giving us a bit of a better picture of what's on store for today. We're going up this side of Blencathra, and it basically zigzags up here and then joins a track that goes along the ridge up to actual summit. Hey up, Baba Black Sheep. Don't start with Rachel. And then you can't see it, but there's a path there, and this is Little Boy, I think it's called, on way to summit of Skiddaw. We're doing that on Wednesday. It's lame, that sheep. We're doing that on Wednesday, and hopefully it's saying that temperatures are going to drop down to about 19 degrees, because I'm not taking Ellie up there in this sort of heat because it is just too much.
I'll do it.
So what was planned for today, Blencathra later, probably 4 or 5 o'clock maybe. As plan were to come down this ridge here. We'll see what it's cooking like, because it is cooking at the minute.
I've been complaining.
And the big thing that's worrying me is every path that's usually teeming with people, there's nobody. I haven't seen one person yet, which says to me that everybody's got their head screwed on and is not attempting it in this heat. So we're going to do it later. We're going to do a night hike, which is going to be fun. But anyway, catch you back in later. Ellie's going to scoot on in front again.
I've been complaining the whole time that I didn't want to go up the rocky bit, and I actually want to go now.
Hey up, cars, let's go. I mean, wow. Wow. We're nearly now at Castlerig Stone Circle, not Stone Circle, as I mentioned earlier. But there's a good view back to our campsite there. So we're on road to Keswick, and it just shows you how close we are to this stone circle. I mean, what a campsite we've got. It's amazing. If you've never been before, check it out at Burns Farm. Absolutely outstanding. There is a video on this one of the changing rooms that they've just spent close to £1 million on, basically, they were telling me. But it's won awards for the best campsite washing facilities in the country, not just the lakes. Another little gem here, Keswick Climbing and Fun Park. Well, kids, stuff for kids.
That's for Creewood.
Ah, son, I love it in here.
Oh, attended.
It's a bit more. Hey, look at archery stands here.
What?
Archery.
Archery, there's canoeing, there's rock climbing, there's ice cream, which I'm going for.
That's for a bit more bigger for you, but not at your age, Ellie. You should be doing climbing more. I'll tell you what, we've gone in up and down and round, Ellen, and we're going back down.
I know, you could have got in back there.
It's Blencathra Day, or not. It's now 3:30. We walked to Keswick earlier and got a taxi back because of how hot it was, to get some supplies. 3 mile walk, pretty much a little bit of up and down, but felt like 30-mile walk.
No, with me it did on my scooter.
When we even had scooter, so we're scooting down hills a bit. But we're in van, and we've got air conditioning on full tilt, which is freezing cold in here now, like that.
Smart.
It doesn't do any justice that, because it's tinted windows, but it's just like blazing, you can hardly see. This plan is to get another hour and a half, but Met Office are saying that temperature's still not going to drop below 30. So we're going to have a set off, making a pack up now, a set off walking, walk for a couple of hours, see how far we get, how we feel, and then turn around and come back. Hopefully we'll get to the summit, but I'm not holding my breath with current heat.
Apparently there's a waterfall near a pub.
There is a waterfall through a little village called Threcold. So
Oh, I can't wait to jump in it.
I reckon I'm going to jump in that.
I don't know what, I might need to take a change of clothes.
Now,
I'll
you
just
try
walk
it
anywhere.
into you walk out. Yeah, it's a bit crap really. We wanted to, but weather's just gone.
Dad!
You're not doing it. Anyway,
not
positives.
ready for kids
Tomorrow
now.
we've booked to go on something called gill scrambling. See a look. It involves basically chucking yourself off rocks into freezing cold water, which sounds immense at the minute.
The guy even said that even no matter what temperature it is, you'll probably still be freezing cold when you get out.
So, bonus. So that's tomorrow. So on the stupidly hot day, which is stupidly hotter than today, we're gonna do some scrambling down a gill, which is basically a steep river with pools in it. So that's tomorrow.
There's a slide in
And
it.
then the big positive is, if Met Office are right, which are often wrong, but the temperature's going to drop
That makes me
by
grateful.
10 to 15 degrees on
No.
Wednesday, on his last day. So, skidoo. We're going to do skidoo, which we plan to do on Wednesday anyway. Because if it's down at 20 degrees, that's more than manageable. It's just this 33 degrees, zero shade up Blencathra today. Can't see it. Ellie desperately wants to do it, but I ain't putting it at risk. So if I feel that it's getting bad, we're turning around and we're coming back.
We've got plenty of cups full of water.
We've got loads. We're literally ditching every bit of kit, barring pack up, so food, and just tons and tons of water.
Usually I'm my Ellie outfit.
So it's going to be a bit of weight because it's water, but I feel that it's the only way, and it is still a bit risky.
We're swapping all of his clothes for
If we
water,
make it to the top of Blencathra, it's going to be an ultimate achievement, and we're probably going to turn around and come back that easy way, because we're going to do L's bells, as I call it.
That's my name.
But it's just too steep and rocky, and you've got to be on ball, and with this heat, not be on ball.
We've not seen a single person going, but you can see it from my car right
Yeah,
now.
that's the next worrying bit. We can see all paths from where we are on campsite, and I think we've seen about 3 people,
And 2 of them might have been sheep.
and they're probably hardcore, and
Are you
we're
calling
not.
me not hardcore?
We're not. So yeah, pack up time. Have a bit more of a chill in here. Hopefully car don't overheat, because yeah.
I can't see it.
Check back in later. Have you ever heard the term mad dogs and Englishmen
I'm not a man.
and midday sun? Well, it's not midday. It's actually, the watch is dead, so that's going to help. What time are we on, Ella?
Don't have a watch.
You don't have a watch. So we're like 5 o'clock, and it's still 30 degrees, but there is a little bit of, at sun setting, there is a little bit more shade being cast, so we can dodge in and out for most. But once we start hitting Blencathra, which is what we're doing, and hopefully we'll get to the top.
Dad?
Now I've still got my Bergen on, and Ellie's still got her pack on, but literally we've got food and water, and that is it. So here we
And
go.
some sun cream.
So Ellie, we started climbing. So she's there, but we went down from campsite about 0.7 of a mile, or just over a kilometre. Pretty much all downhill into the valley, and then now we're heading up into Threckeld, and then we cut up, and there it is, Blencathra.
Where's your guesstimate?
To be honest, out of all the mountains and lakes that I've seen, it's best looking. Not the highest. No, I think it's about fifth highest. It's not even in top 5, maybe. It's definitely not in top 3. Skidoo's 3rd,
Where do you reckon we're going to get?
Elvellen, and obviously Scarfell. The problem we've got is, because of this blistering heat, I've set a timer. I said we'll do 2 hours and see how far we get, and we're already like, what, 15 minutes into it. I just hope we get, I'll be gutted if we get, because the first half of this climb from Sideway going on is the steepest, so after that it's going to get easier, but yeah, we'll see where we get.
But
Ellie's already disappointed because, to be honest with you, it's a long way up that bad boy. And in this heat, we'll do well to do 2 hours at it. So that'll be a 4-hour round trip.
I did go to the toilet just before I left, so I'm going to have 10 minutes on.
We'll see where we get, Ellie. I mean, you can't just listen to little rivers and...
Is that the river we're jumping in yet?
Beautiful. We're hopefully going to find a waterfall in a minute. It's on map, but...
Watch it, right, we're saying a waterfall, but watch it like a puddle.
It could be a little stream.
Could be a little puddle.
Could be a little puddle.
I'm guessing it's going to be a puddle.
It's all going to be fun though. Ellie, mine and your hair looks ginger as hell in this one.
Oi! Well, it's not.
This is Threckeld waterfall. You can see it here in distance. Little piss dribble today. But I would expect that all this area here is usually like a full-on cascade.
Cold. It's cold.
Well, cold being termed that it's less than 90 degrees now in here. In this little bit of woodland. But we've been going for 40 minutes now and we haven't really advanced much at all. We've put footwear for red hot heat as well on. And this is a bit dicey underfoot. We are walking boots on, but yeah. Steps and more steps. I bet that's a lovely waterfall when it's absolutely booted it down. But today, we've got that beast. And it ain't bolting it down. She's gone some off. So, top of Threckeld Falls.
Shut up, yourself.
And that's Blencathra sitting like a beast. But we found this. I mean, I work in water industry. And I would honestly say that is nigh on the year as damage. 0 MTU. So yes, there's bacteria in it, but if you've got a decent filter, this stuff's like fucking gold though.
Can I put my head in it? Like literally?
Blencathra water.
Dad?
Yeah, I'm putting my head in it.
Can I literally just put my head in?
Yeah, wait a minute. Go on now.
I'm scared.
You know what, get it. Tomorrow you're jumping in them. All head first. So
Ready?
Go on. Head right in it.
Can I touch that?
Yeah. Go on. I'm putting mine in it. If I can get down there.
It's freezing!
Yeah, it's good though, isn't it? I'm having a go. Go on, Ella. If you fasten my bag up, you can video me. I won't even put my ass in that, to be honest with you.
Dad's going out there, thank you.
No, go round. This is easy to see. Wait. Little stone going. Now we're holding level up.
There's a big spider on my way.
Get up.
No, it's big, it's big, it's big, it's big.
Not big.
I'll take my shoe off.
Oh, that is heavenly.
That was the world's biggest spider I've ever had on me, by the way. Oh, you're going that hardcore, then I will. Saw me again.
That is freezing. But absolutely beautiful.
Right, here, I'm going to go again.
Wait, for me dizzy sitting up. Right. Go on, El, because we've only got another hour.
Fog off another hour.
Yeah. Clean that is. Chuck it straight all over your head. Pull you down.
Okay.
Well, if it would only been going for 45 minutes. We've got to pack up for 2 hours in, but what a spot. A little sit on that rock there with all this. Down running water. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. If it were a flat spot, it'd be a wild camp session this. I think it's a few done it though, looking up there. There's a bit of patch of grass up to get a tent on. That's good, that, isn't it?
Yeah,
go on, bag on, let's go.
Feels great good now.
So, pleasantries behind now, then pools at Threckeld Falls. We're cooling down, felt $1 million again within seconds, and then that. So that's straightforward, and we're up that. So just another quickie from here is a good view of our campsite. we are basically cracked there. We've come all the way around that way and then back up here. But yeah. Yeah?
Be really careful, it's really rocky and slippery.
So yeah. Dodgy underfoot now. Crack on. Well, I am panting like you have never known, but we are probably halfway up Blencathra.
Halfway?
Probably.
Let's go. Let's go.
And just look at these views. Derwent Water here, Keswick. You can see in background there, Scarfell. There, Helvellyn.
I think.
And out of sight, Skiddaw, but we'll see when we get around this corner. But my God, I love peaks in Peak District.
Dad,
But this is, I think,
Dad,
it definitely rivals it, if not beats it, to be honest with you,
Dad,
because
we're in
it's
the
the body of water there that makes it. Mountains, Gandalf Mountains.
Look at that.
Ellie's already smashing me up. We're about 3/4 way up Blencathra. We've walked up one of the most stupid sides again, me and me map reading techniques. I think we should have come up this path, which were more gradual but longer, but I always look for shortest distance, don't I? Not always best. Crunched us. I look like a beetroot. Sun's been absolutely caning it down. I have consumed tons of water, which is good because I don't feel dehydrated at all, but stocks are dwindling. We're hoping to get up. We've got about 20 minutes before I plan to turn back. Gives plenty of time to get down. Forecasting 9:35 for sunset. I wanted to be off here way before that. We still have 2 miles to go to the campsite, but we can walk on main roads, and well, not main roads, but on roads in dark, but don't want to be stuck on this beast.
Dad.
But my word, Derwent Water, Scarfell, Helvellyn, it's just unreal. And our campsite's just there. It looks so close, but yet it's a million miles away. That's 2 hours away since we set off. Ellie's absolutely loving it. She's not out of breath, super fit. She's killing it.
Dad,
It's worth it.
I've got loads of water if you need it.
No, that was. It just keeps on giving. Absolutely. I mean, these switchbacks from that cairn that's down there, I've done, I think I'm on 11 switchbacks already. Like this. Gotta be 15% gradient on each one. Altitude gain from that cairn to here is about, I think it's about 70-80 metres to that one there. We're nearly talking 100 metres, 150 metres. And we've still got them to go. How many switchbacks?
14.
Oh God. I mean, she's saying 14, but I think I'm on 11 here, so unless there's only 3 between me and her. But these views, I mean, that's Skiddaw, now we can see. This sunset's going to be unreal. I mean, it's going to be problematic because if we're not down past at least another bit over that ridge and down, it's fucking 30% gradient, so I'll have to get a motor on and stop gabbing. But Blencathra, and we walked up a funny side because we should have really walked up this path and it would have been easier gradient than what we did down there, but we were on a time scale. We said 2 hours. I'm 7 minutes off of 2 hours now from the campsite. Campsite's there, the bottom of the climb, we're there. We hit bottom of climb after 25 minutes. So realistically, in 7 minutes, it's an hour and a half. And we've nearly climbed Blencathra. Remarkable. I mean, if you're on top of Skiddaw, you're going to get some similar silly views, probably even see coast. From top of Scarfell, you're going to see silly views back this way. From Helvellyn, looking this way. But to be honest, this way is going to take some beating. 10 views. Well, there's Blencathra True Summit. We're going to do it. It's going to be dark when we get back. No debating it. But once we got halfway up them switchbacks, of which there were 20, we couldn't not go to that. And this is absolutely scarily steep. I mean, I can see Edge of Sharp Ridge there. We're going to have a look at it.
Dad.
But we're going to see how we're going to get down. We might go a long way around, which I've seen many videos of people doing, which is quite an easy ascent. I've seen people doing it with kids.
We've even said we weren't going to do that, but now.
Yeah, it's a lot longer round. It's definitely going to be dark by the time we get back. But I think it's a safer option because some of these crazy.
Dad,
But we'll have a look when we get there.
people actually slipped off and died?
But do you know one good thing about this? We've done it on the hottest day in record, but tomorrow's going to be hotter, so it's not going to last very long. But do you know what? If somebody can walk what we've walked tomorrow in that heat,
In my age.
they will deserve a damn medal, because I can't. Just look at that beetroot bonds.
And my
That
age.
is. You pissed it, Ellie.
It's not been that bad. I think I was expecting a lot worse.
So I think it was bad. But there we go.
I was expecting a lot worse. It doesn't seem that bad.
I'm unfit. But we're literally, because it's that hot and that ridiculous what we've attempted today, there is nobody. Now, whether that's our stupidity and we're going to get caught out, or whether we're just so lucky to have Blencathra to ourselves, it is insane. Insane. But you can see that, like when you look at pictures and videos of people, and you'll see this video, it doesn't do it justice.
You can see Scotland.
On our, yeah, and then that was the next thing. The sea there, and that, and them mountains.
Scotland.
That's Scotland, which is absolutely crazy. I've just decked it. I've already got cramp in my feet, but we're going to get a move on now because it's flattened out. We've got that little steep incline there, which is probably about just shy of 100 metres in ascent, because we've just come down. Difference between that little peak there and that peak is only 60 metres elevation, but we've come down to go back up. But I'm loving it.
This is what I hate about it.
So,
Why can't
we
you
love-
just make it flat?
That's Helvellyn. I think there's a difference there, only a few, less than 100 metres between Helvellyn and Blencathra, and not much more on Scarfell.
Oh, Dad, look at that.
Crackers, right, check it out. Hello, where are we?
On a rock.
We're at top of Blencathra. We've done it. Actual summit. It's got bed shit on it. It's got two idiots on it.
And two idiots.
It's 1942. The sun is going down and we've got to get down, and I'm starting to be concerned about the route that I planned, so we might have to go a long way around. Just keep it steady. Check it out, but yeah. Oscar out, Ellie, in it, up from up here.
No!
Bushka, Blencathra, on hottest day on record until tomorrow. But yeah, we've done it. Let's go. Well, we bottled it. We weren't going down Holsfell Ridge. It were a bit windy up top, and in fact it's going dark. If we got caught halfway on it, my God, it would have been shit right. So we've gone for Scalesfell instead. I mean, equally, it's going to get steep, but not. It's a bit more hard at wind and not as bad a clamber. Dropped a bollock because of how hot it were earlier. Ankle socks and trainers. Bad move, fucking bad move. My legs are feeling it. No support, no nothing. Ellie's loving it. Even she ain't got right footwear though, to be fair. But she's just fitter than me.
What?
But we're going down Scalesfell. We glanced alongside. Look at that other sharp edge. Sharp edge from Scalesfell with a sunset behind it. You can't get much better. It's going to get dark pretty quick now, so we want to get off of Scalesfell as soon as we can. It's left us with about a 5-mile walk back to campsite from where we come off at mountain here at this pub. So
I'm asking to go to the pub and get a
with
taxi
with
back.
a option, we might end up trying to get a taxi from this pub, because I don't fancy walking up main road in dark when
With
it's
me.
like a dual carriageway. But I just wanted to get down as quick as we could off of here.
I'm going to be a saviour.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see what I feel like when I get down
Do you want
bottom.
to be a saviour?
But
I'll grab that.
some Zaid. So yeah, feet hurting a bit. It's levelled off a bit now. We're just about to go down and really steep again. So I thought video before we do that. But look at that view. We also made a ballot. We called on one of the videos the true summit, and it wasn't, but we did walk past the real summit, and I've got some photos, but there were people up there as well, so I didn't want to do a video. But we've got photos of it. So we have done the true summit.
And actually,
We've actually got, we had a look at Scales, Fell, Tarn as well, but I didn't get a picture, I don't believe. So we're that focused in getting down these switchbacks as quick as possible. You can't see them, and down this ridge before it goes dark, but there we go. Sunset, Blencathra.
and also,
Wow.
I didn't actually tap what we thought was the summit, but I tapped the thing we didn't.
It's
think
like a
was.
ring, it's got a ring for something. Right, let's go. Well, that were an experience. We came down a way that I have seen a video, Metal Man they call him. He comes down this way, but we went wrong, and I could see the path that he joins onto to this pub, which is down this road that we're on, but we managed to go wrong, and we went down.
Oh, when I said to go a different way.
Went down a vertical fucking. I've also seen another video of somebody doing it, holding on to the fence to get up it. Now getting up it, yeah, you'd have to hold on to the fence, but getting down it, it was scary. But then when we get halfway down it, so we couldn't go back up, we couldn't go down, we landed on flying ant nests, and it was literally the entire banking, and I'm bit to death all over me, all over my arms, all over my legs. Ellie's got same. It was quite scary actually, because we were stuck halfway up and holding onto a barbed wire fence to get down. Anyway, we've got onto the road now. We're a good 5 mile away from camp, and this road turns to a dual carriageway soon. So at this pub we're going to try and get a taxi.
We're both at the
But
same
I don't think we're going to get one around here because they're busy at this time.
And we're dirty as
And we're dirty as hell. I don't know if you can see, but I am absolutely caked.
I managed to do it at my feet, so if I could just take my shoes off.
So if I get into this pub, get a taxi phoned, if they're lucky to get one, I'll get in the bathroom and try and tidy up a bit. But great place, Blencathra. I would strongly suggest
Not doing what
via Scales Town if you're an amateur like us, or if you've got kids, because where we went,
that bit
where we thought we'd get down quicker, it was a bad idea.
Where we
Should have stuck to steady gradient, longer distance, and it'd have been better. To be honest, where we come up, if we'd have gone back that way, yes, there were touchy dodgy bits that we'd have had to go through and down, but it were a lot more open and not full of shale, which is what's been downfall. My shoes are full, and we didn't bring walking boots because it was so hot when we started. Bad mistake.
both at the same.
Yeah, we're both from being unsupported basically. But it's been fun, hasn't it, El? Been an experience. Would I do it again? Definitely not that way. Definitely not that way. If I were doing it again, I would go Metal Man's way, fully, long way around, up valley, towards Scales Tarn, and then you can either do Sharp Edge, which, do you know, everybody talks about Sharp Edge as being always dangerous, this, that and other, but when you looked at Sharp Edge compared to some Holes Fell and that, it's no different. They're all bad. There's only one real way that ain't treacherous, and that is just long and constant. It's quite a big switch back initially, and then it's just a long troll up valley with scales fell in front of you. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I can see that pub down there.
Oh,
And hopefully
Coke.
they'll let us in and point us in the direction of some Joe Baxi.
What?
Taxi. Oscar,
No.
the hell out.